not just about saying. Actions speak louder than words. What are we doing about it? If we as a continent, as citizens, as a public, continue electing leaders who, for example, just today, right? We saw that Moses Kuria was talking about the G.M.Os.
Yeah, he was saying that a lot of things can kill us. That G.M.O ni ingine tu moja.
Well, whether G.M.O is good or bad for this country, it is total disregard and total disrespect for the public. Not even involving us in the process. Not telling us exactly
inviting a billionaire to come incentivize the story to us.
Exactly. Not even telling us what exactly we're getting ourselves into, what kind of dangers, what pros and cons, educating the public before we decide, hey, twende G.M.O, because I'm sure as Kenyans, if we just organize ourselves, our organic food can feed us.
And that's the next thing, okay? Because it started with food insecurity. Now we have real insecurity in Kenya, okay? Because number one, we need to stay in charge of our grain. And the reason why there's a shortage of niza kupanda, ni hawa watu, they are sowing the seeds to bring in their own crop ya G.M.O.
And you know, the Cherangai senator, amekuja akasema, hey, you know, Moses Kuria has come out saying, I'll actually read part of what he said, and it's really shocking that
our leaders
and as citizens we can allow such impunity to flourish. But anyway, he talked about how there's a lot of things killing us. G.M.O will not be the first and the last on the list. Right?
He said, his comments are, we have so many things that kill us in the country.
True.
Being in this country, you are a candidate for death. And because so many things compete for death, there is nothing wrong with adding G.M.Os to that list. What do you mean?
These are the kind of leaders...
Is this the agenda you're selling the people? No wonder you failed being elected.
No,
this is why we have...
You elect one leader who brings the poison that you injected.
It continues. It continues. That is why we have to deliberately allow G.M.O until we are satisfied that we have enough maize and staple food.
That is the word, deliberately.
In view of the food situation in the country, I shall be signing instruments to allow duty-free imports of G.M.O and non-G.M.O maize for the next 6 months. It is our responsibility as the government. I know this will offend some people, but even if we lose some votes here and there, we shall see the kingdom of heaven.
These are the kind of leaders we have elected.
The general public ought to be well informed that G.M.O does not mean harm. Most, if not all, the genetic modifications performed on these crops are aimed at improving quality, texture, appearance, and overall yield of the crop.
So actually the G.M.O was banned during the Kibaki's time, right? Because a lot of NGOs had come out to talk against the G.M.O. So Kibaki was like, hey, you know what? Hizi maneno hapana.
And then to sell it to us even more, they put Bill Gates quotes. So, anasema every piece of bread, and this is Bill Gates, I quote.
Just came in the other day.
Came to Kenya to give us quotes.
Under what motive?
Flew na ndege from his house.
What is his motive in the country?
So, he says every piece of bread I've ever eaten is from genetically modified wheat. Every piece of corn I've eaten is G.M.O. So you want us tuachane na chakula zetu natural, tuanze kukula G.M.O.
How do we even know that he eats G.M.O? Are we in his house?
Sisi tuko kwa kitchen yake.
And if anybody is in this podcast, right? Have you guys looked at Dr. Sebi's teachings?
You need to go check that out. And
check it out. And he was actually against the G.M.Os.
And the thing is...
Why did they kill him?
And the thing is, that's a whole other conversation. And the thing is,
interference.
The truth of the matter is, the food insecurity in the country is leading to real insecurity. Okay?
True.
Because hungry people do what?
Steal.
Hungry people are ungovernable. Okay.
Yeah.
What has been happening around the country?
My friend. Yeah, just yesterday in Eldoret. Pale Eldoret, right? Apparently the police were engaging citizens and it was mostly the traders in running battles. And I'm wondering, are these Eldoret traders the only people who pay taxes to the government? Why is it that no other county is behaving as they are? Is it right for them to justify their behavior by robbing people's businesses and destroying their businesses and properties? And for the government to continue politicking, there are serious matters on the ground that need to be dealt with. People are dying. Just the other day, I heard actually in Northeastern, a woman who was lactating with 8 kids died looking for food for her 8 kids. Ananyonyesha. Na huku tumepeleka chakula Somalia, sijui tunaitisha, sijui. And our leaders have billions of cash. When it came to the vetting that we saw on media, these guys have money. If they have the audacity to come and ask us, Kenyans, we know you have a lot of surplus foods, donate. Shame on these leaders.
And
we are frustrated. That's why we're robbing everywhere.
That's why you find unaangalia Ruto the other day, apologies. His Excellency William Ruto, came out and said that he's assigning APs and sijui what other in town. Okay. JSU and APs in town to increase security. And I saw something. Apparently, hata kubeba bag tao sahi. You're targeted by the cops.
You know, there's another meme I saw. A lady's tying her bag with a scarf so that she's not robbed, you know, so that she's able to keep track of where her handbag is.
And this comes in. I can't remember the data clearly, but what percentage of unemployment? How many unemployed people from the economy since the pandemic? Is it 6%?
Right now, it might be on the rise because with the kind of insecurity we've seen in the country,
a rise by 6%. I mean.
Yeah, I think it's really, really high. And just the other day, I even saw a video of a white man in the CBD. Sijui kama alikuwa ametoka bank or wherever, but this CCTV showed this guy battling with these robbers. Yet the same police are the ones telling us to intervene and chase after thieves.
Let me ask you something.
Somebody with a gun, somebody with a knife.
So
how
that I get shot. I get shot.
Yes.
Not go home. Go to the hospital. Probably the grave. Sir, trying to save somebody who it's not even my job to save you. Like, we should have security.
No, we should be our brothers' keepers, yes, but
wait. This comes in. Sawa. After the weakening of the police by who? The president.
The special service unit.
And if you see your colleagues being mistreated, what will you do next? Will you have this? If I work with you, like us here, I'm mistreating somebody, you won't have the same vigor to do your job as you did before.
And even go behind your back. Remember that in Homa Bay, there have been allegations that these cops are giving thugs their uniform, like lending out their uniforms and guns.
Oh no! And
that is the situation on the ground right now.
Nani alikuwa ananiambia hii kitu? I think was it Banbet who was saying it like before? Ama ni nini? The polisi wanna fill quota. And then once they do of arrests and stuff. Who was telling me this? And then once they do, they can go out in uniform, officially but unofficially, to line up their pockets.
Haven't you been a victim of the police yourself?
I have, but it's so absurd that your boss tells you, hey, I want X number of arrests by noon today. Okay.
They have a target. Ni venye tu watu wa matatu wanakuanga na target. Leo lazima tufikishe 20 Gs. Ama ndio whatever Gs. They also have a target. have also been a victim of the police. And after that incident, I got to understand that these guys just collect money. Like kuna arrest zingine wanafanyanga at some weird hours of the morning.
Yes.
Those monies that they collect, they don't actually even record or anything. They usually go to their own pockets. Right? This is the kind of police service that we have. These are the people that are supposed to be protecting us. And the same people that are supposed to protect us, who are armed with skill and ammunition, are telling us, hey, mkiona mwizi ameiba, intervene, chase, as you wait for the police. Huyu mtu akona gun, akona kisu. How are you going to fight this person? Isn't the government really joking with us, surely?
You, by the way, that is a very big joke. And just to inform you, like kuna the police gazetted a list of insecure areas in the city. The marked areas include Globe Cinema, Kipande Road, Thika Highway, drive-in flyover to Kenya College of Accountancy, KCA, and the underpass at KCA towards the total petrol station, hapo kwa exit. So other areas include parts of the central business district towards River Road, Archives. Archives.
Have you ever gone to Archives? And I think this is something that the Sakaja's government should do, right? There are usually these two vans. Zimejaa watu wanakupatia free t-shirts. I don't know if people have ever experienced that.
And then I saw a video the other day. I saw a very interesting. Apparently now the thugs have new formulas. They don't even need to harm you. So there was this lady kwa shop yake. And you see, like, they come, ni kama wanakuzia perfume. So it's these whatever that knock you out. So, and they sprayed her. In less than 10 seconds, she was out. Out. Kabisa. Neja. Sawa. Like, and they robbed her. Wakachukua pesa, handbag, stuff kwa